Crypto bear market, deal with it. That's the exact attitude you and I have to have. Whether or not crypto is going to continue its bear market, would have started by now. Red weekly super trend for BTC. Whether it's going to happen or not and continue for a very long time. So yeah, it could be 20 years bear market, knowing our luck. Maybe a standard 5 years. I think we've all learned a great lesson from the past 5 years of crypto. Don't try at anything in life and don't even bother assuming the sun's going to rise tomorrow. So that's the lesson, bro. It's just 5 years of down only. Uncle Peter Schiff has called Michael Saylor a fraud and challenged him to a debate over Bitcoin and gold. So here's Uncle Peter Schiff. Just to let you know, friends, okay, during the end of year, whatever you celebrate, Christmas, that's what I celebrate. Doesn't matter what you celebrate, okay? Just, there's some certain uncles you got to avoid. I already told you this. I've got to remind everybody. The Jeffrey Epstein uncle, don't sit on his lap. But you know it's a Jeffrey Epstein uncle. Okay, just watch from afar. That's okay. You just got to watch him. Okay, just don't have your back to him. Just watch. That's okay. You can talk and everything. They're quite charming, right? Can't sit on his lap. But the Uncle Peter Schiff uncle, I'm sorry, you can't even be in the same room. Okay, because you know if you're watching him, even though you're not sitting on his lap, you know he's going to be talking to you about gold. You know he's going to do the theoretical, if you bought Bitcoin at $125,000, you've lost all your money now. So you can't let that plague your mind, friends. What you and I are going to do, we'll play some Pumpy G music because we really need it. We really need it. Also, friends, all the Ponzi callers are coming back here. Ross Hendricks. It's almost like we're talking about an asset class that needs a constant influx of new buyers to propel the price higher. And the minute new money stops flooding in, the price collapses. What's another name for that? Typical is just a crypto head. That's all right, man. You know, everyone gets it. I mean, like, you know, if you're not fully adopted in the world, that means not everybody's bought in. So don't, you know, no need to get angry about any of these or upset. But yeah, so obviously what he's talking about is the stock market, the housing market, literally every asset known to mankind. If they restrict the money supply, guess what happens, bro? People start fighting over the precious money supply units when it's backed by gold, and they reorganize in certain places and they can't expand fast enough. That's actually what it is. So obviously he's really talking about crypto. He's talking about Bitcoin being a Ponzi. That's what he says, because it needs new money coming in. Newsflash, everything needs new money coming in. Literally everything. And it was kind of funny. One smart ass in the comments, he says, no, houses don't. You don't get it, bro. If the money supply stops, you know, houses, who lives in houses? Middle class people. Yeah, guess what? Their boss, who is running a business, a company, which relies on the circulation of currency units. Yeah, once the Ponzi money stops going around, guess what happens? 30% of the factories close down. Hundreds of thousands of workers are without a job. And you know that 10x leveraged long home you have, that mortgage, guess what, bro? It goes down to its fundamental value. Its fair value of whatever the hell people can afford when they can't borrow money. And that's why, friends, what I described for you is what happens when they actually stop the printer. But, you know, this is a system we all live in and we're all designed in, okay? Now, you hope that growth overpowers it. But, you know, I mean, we're hoping and coping and hoping growth and blah, 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 whatever. That's why he was replying to First Squawk. Bitcoin has now wiped out its yearly gains, dropping below last year's close as risk appetite fades and tech stocks cool. Heavy buyers like the ETF allocators and corporate treasuries have pulled back. That's Squawk saying, oh, everything's pulled back. Squawk's meant to be a news event. When I was trading in the office, that's the news event. Why are you guys giving commentary? I'm like, oh, everything's over. I didn't know I meant to do that. That's so weird. It's almost like they're short sideline. Yeah, the Bitcoin yearly candle did turn red, friends. So I just screenshot it here when Bitcoin's like 92.93. First comment from my friend Mr. White Light. Mr. White Lightning Node. It's over. I love you. Here's Mr. Pet Lord. The end. Goodbye. Busted. Mr. Busted. BustedBones. I love your username, sir. Man, there's no way this is the end. Only because I'm in the market. This bull run will be the worst ever. Sir, you know, that's literally how we all feel. We're like, man, we cursed it. We cursed it. That's how we all feel like. But what can we do, man? Like, okay, look, okay, it sucks. PMI, 36 months bad in a row. We've got to think, let's think about actions going forward, right? Because you're always thinking about the future. What do we do now? If there is a bear market going down, like, what are we going to do? Oh, you're like, okay, the stuff that I thought is worth $1 and it's currently trading at 5 cents, it's going to go down to 1 cent. So something that was really cheap, mega cheap, it's going to go deeply, deeply racist levels of cheapness. It's already racist levels of cheapness. There's like some deep, extremely gut-wrenching levels of cheapness. Again, which you've just seen like from like 2022 or whatever. So actually worse, actually, because it's been most things have been bleeding. So like super cheap prices got more cheap. Like, you know, what do you do during those times? You hold, or if you have any DCA money, buy more. You know, friends, I just want to let everyone know if you're listening. I know you are. Keep your posture straight, please, number one. Number two, I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard, but even, I'm telling you, man, even if you can put in like $20, DCA something. I'm not joking. Even if it's $10, 20, I'm not kidding. $10 to $20. It's still, man, like there's 50x's from that. I know they might come in 28 years, whatever. But that's the right thing to do, man. That's the right thing to do, friends. And like also psychologically, at least like you're contributing something. And yeah, I know it doesn't mean much. Even if it's $20, I'm not joking. Even if you just throw in, bought the dip, $20, $2, whatever you're going to get in. I mean, like, you know, get through the gas fees. But at least psychologically, like, all right, I am a buyer here. It is cheap, right? It just helps you. Helps you psychologically. Peter Thiel, the Antichrist, friends, can't be trusted. He sold all of his NVIDIA position. He sold his entire stake. Probably worth billions of dollars. And I also want to remind you, he was in Jeffrey Epstein files. So Jeffrey Epstein was emailing him. To Peter Thiel. That was fun. See you in 3 weeks. So he sold because he's preparing for prison. I hope that's a troll thing. I don't even know if it's real, but like, would you put it past it, dude? Like, I totally believe it. I mean, these people are just sick. They're literally reptilians. So also something I want to throw your way as well, friends. This is strange, right? In a leaked email, Jeffrey Epstein discussed genetically engineering black people to make them smarter, discussing how whites had evolutionary pressures that rewarded long-term thinking over rapid muscle development. So, yeah, friends, I actually read his email. Yeah, man, obviously this guy, he's literally some sort of reptilian, satanic spawn. Literally genetic modifying. You know, Miss Juliette Bryant, she's one of his victims. Unfortunately, like, he abused her. She was Juliette Bryant. I made a video on her. She follows me on Twitter. Hi, Jules. So she saw his head literally shapeshift. Yeah. When he was doing the whole, you know, the release, when you like pop the champagne, if you know what I mean, friends, family friendly show, pop the champagne. When he was doing the popping the champagne, yeah, she saw his head like morph into like a reptilian lizard, man. Same as Tita Tequila. She was also revealed as a shapeshift in her bag. How come all these lizards people just going around? I know why they never come across my way, friends. I'm gonna tackle them. I'm gonna tackle one straight away. Just grab it by the tail and just swing it around. And they'll probably stop me. That's all the UFOs, friends. They usually have some sort of rod in a lot of stories. I'm not making this up. This is actually true. They have some sort of like little rod. They just point it at us. They can like paralyze us and hypnotize us. And most likely they'll say, my friend Sommi, stop taking out your bear market pain on us. We're just another alien species, yeah? It is that. It is true, friends. So, Jeffrey Epstein files and all these other things, they just won't go away, man. Look, it's crazy. What type of crescendo are we going to have? And these are going to impact markets. This is how we feel. Crypto is going fine. We'll have to cook for a little while longer. 2030 is going to be a great year. Is me. This is fine. Thank you to Mr. Ade as well for making this video out here. This is awesome. You can actually see Bold is hosting. It's over. Oh, man. Everyone's saying it's over. Ah, man, we've been going through one hell of a ride, dude. One hell of a ride. As you've seen as well by now, because of today's close, friends, Bitcoin's weekly super trend has now flipped red. It's now confirmed. So this is my friend, Mr. Matthew Highland, out here. Traditionally, it does start the bear market. Unless, I want to do that whole miracle thing, unless The next week close, get ready to laugh, engulfs this whole candle back to 104,000. I go, ready, everyone here, everyone go, ha, 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 ha. Please, stop all your wild historical laughter. I can't laugh, too much pain. See these eyes? Pain! Look, man, I'm willing to go on the ship. I don't give a shit, okay? These things are already pretty much at zero. You want to send it to negative numbers? Go ahead! Go ahead! I'll just skip the country. I'll skip the country. I'll start wearing wigs in the daytime instead of nighttime. You'll never find me. I'll go escape to somewhere like Vietnam, work in the rice fields, live an honest life, a good life. Richard Hart was never here. Not a fan of fake news engagement farming that this guy does. It's talking Mr. Dirty Crypto. I don't know if it's some sort of trolling. Mr. Dirty Crypto is great. He covers PulseChain content. He covers pDAI content. Even if you didn't like pDAI, it wouldn't matter. I just want to let you know, friends, for everyone out here, when you got to, I know it's probably, that could be a Richard Hart, you don't know, okay? But for everyone else who like really talks bad, just about him or anyone in general, your negativity talking about other people literally means nothing. And you embarrass yourself more when you even try to compare yourself to others. Where they go, oh, you know, I warned you of this and I told you that. Yeah, bro, you've all got shit track records, according to me and according to everybody else. Where's this person with an amazing track record who knows what's coming next? Where are they? They don't exist. Okay, but I get it, man. Everyone, when things aren't going to plan, everyone reacts differently. Humans, we got the spectrum. A lot of us, just quiet, do nothing. But there are people, friends, they just don't know how to handle it. The boredom and the anger and the anxiety, they just start yelling. They start yelling or they start attacking, doing some weird shit. Hey, man, fall in line. Just learn from the rest of us. Or just, you know what? Keep yelling. Just keep yelling. You just run out of energy. Not sure why someone who is glued to looking at every bit of information on pDAI and then provides zero value to the community he's promoting. Sad. Hex and Pulse. So, it could just be a throw-off to not look because Mr. Dirty Crypto said a wild pDAI on Ethereum appeared. I think it's a liquidity pool, right, put in on that side. But what's the speculation? What's he going to do? Who cares, man? Like, friends, like even if, I said this in my telegrams to Sean, yes, I go, look, guys, we all know, I'll tell you something. Richard could literally come out and tell you the roadmap. The prices aren't going to do what you think they're going to do, dude. I mean, Richard's been shilling PulseChain for like 4 years. Do you know what I mean? So like one guy talking isn't enough, dude. You need new people coming in. Yeah, you can't like speak words into the market and get a fundamental repricing valuation unless your name is Major Loser Pal. Okay, because he can reprice the denominator of your equation. He says we're going to print money. Okay, this is some food for thought. Mr. Pui, congrats, guys. We are in the top 1 today's news. This is what we call good marketing. Today's news, LibertySwap deploys pDAI Liquidity Hub. Awesome. Interstellar's Miller Planet clip goes viral. And Viral X, something about a septum ring. Okay, septum ring theory. Is that the bull ring that the girls have? A septum ring? Oh, gosh, you know. Thank you, Mr. Pui, out here for your kind comments and friendship. We also have Mr. Johnny Chaos out here from PulseChain Community Hex. Thanks, everyone, for your support and kind comments. I simply want what is optimal for all our bags. We are, friends, you got to remember, we're all on the same team, dude, okay? A lot of the fighting we have, everyone chills out. So what I'm here to do, friends, as a leader, friend, just to tell you, hey, man, let's just, like, turn down the volume a bit. Remember, we're all on the same team, okay? We're all on the same team. The gates are closed, man. We have to open up the gate. We have to wait for the time when the gates are open. Guess what? Ethereum doesn't have new people. The Ethereum's gates are closed. ETH BTC is still down freaking 80% after 8 years, dude. So that's what I'm trying to tell everyone. Like, it's not like there's all these amazing communities out there where everyone gets, you know, the standard. You get your 72 virgins and your infinite pizza. And what else did they promise you in heaven, friends? You know, of course, just squeaky chairs. Every chair you sit on squeaks. You know, it's not there. Here we have Andrew Tate, friends. Remember, Andrew Tate sacrificed for PulseChain. Doesn't speak about it because that's the type of dude. Friends, 99% of people you see, dude, okay, they only talk about expensive shit. They only talk about expensive stuff. Yeah, because it's not risky. Because it's their mind, oh, it's expensive, it's scarce. Okay, but that's a loser's game. Your game of winning involves talking about cheap stuff, buying cheap stuff, thinking about cheap stuff. You're speculating to become expensive in the future. The Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix.
Change price. So let's say I have to pay somebody.
He's talking about find this crypto to become rich. Bitcoin holders will go to jail. So that's all just FUD stuff. He's talking about zero knowledge, privacy stuff. Obviously, friends, look, man, if he sacrificed for PulseChain, I guarantee he reads Richard Hart stuff. They know about Richard Hart. They know about ZK Tech. Remember, it's big things to do with LibertySwap, PulseChain, pDAI as well. And just not just pDAI, everything else out here, having privacy and everything out here. Vivek, Raoul Pal said Bitcoin is about to explode soon.
Period wide.
Yeah, I can't look. I just can't look. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, we've been waiting forever. Do you remember, friends? We have, PulseChain Ade on the fun right. Friend of Sommi is literally his description. Sir, it's the first time I've seen you on Twitter. You're getting a follow immediately. That's all I've just seen. That's more important than what I'm about to tell you, which is listening to, like, you know, oh man, there's friends. Do you remember we had the ISM, right, and the forward-looking indicators, which, man, we've been friends. The forward-looking indicators. Do you remember, like, we were meant to be going up, right? And that's why we've been holding the whole time. The forward-looking indicators did not go up for the PMI. Did not go up. In fact, it's funny. I still remember the chart. The forward-looking indicator, friends, it bottomed in October. Okay, and it looks like this. I think PMI is meant to be 56 right now, and we're down here still. Far out. Man, this is just disgusting. Every single thing this cycle has been a full snake. A slithery, slimy snake. Not the cool ones that are in your pants. Out there in the tall grass. You and I, friends, what are we? Just like friendly hippos out there. Going out there with the gazelles. Putting our head into the water. To drink. There's a pond of orange juice. And then the snake, the serpent comes out. The serpent comes out. Right? Flops itself out. Okay? And looks and goes, ha ha ha! Look at you! I've got a bigger snake than you. I am a bigger snake than you. And all you can do is say, bro, did you have to approach me in a public urinal? You're making me very uncomfortable right now. Can't we have this conversation outside? So it is Year of the Snake. Every single new purchasing order, front-running ISM thing that's meant to go up, plus the global liquidity, friends. Remember talking about Year of the Snake? Look at this, the global liquidity fractal as well. Look at Bitcoin just rolling. While all the global liquidity keeps going up and gold goes up. I mean, geez. You never would have thought, dude. Retail lined up to go and buy gold at the top. And it's funny, you know, a lot of people, friends, they say, no, but gold hasn't topped. Gold hasn't topped. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't call tops and stuff out here, okay? But I'd like to aware you of something. You all got, for your gold, Habibi, let's draw a Fibonacci here. You all got exactly massively euphoric on the exact retracement as it happened. They go, gold's going in mid. That's what happens, okay? That's what all markets do. You know that by now? I've shown you so many examples, friends. There's always that big collapse. And when it comes to the retracement, that's where the euphoria is. That retrace. And it's all over. Okay. LibertySwap Finance. Release the bots. Release the bots. So tech is being built and there's utility, but we need base network effects. Okay. That's what we need. Base network effects only come when people have enough money to think about the future, investing in the future. Obviously, most people aren't because interest rates are too tight. That's it, friends. That's it. She's got a gorilla grip, okay? You're like, don't pull, don't pull. The grip is so tight, friends. So the US Fed, they have what they call this abstract term, the neutral rate of interest rates, where they believe if rates are above this magical number, and it changes over time, if the number's above it, it's tightening people. It's like crushing us. You feel it, right? We're still above the neutral rate. Okay? If I was to guess where the neutral rate is, I feel like it's like 2.5, personally. I feel like it's around 2.5 to 3, somewhere there. I think under 2.5, like if rates went to 2.25, you're like, we're a bit free now. Because bonds are only giving you about 2.5%. So then the people have to rotate and go take on more risk. But right now, they're sitting sweet. They're getting their 3.5 dog shit. Okay, it used to be 4.5% yield from the government. That's how it all works, right? That's the capital rotation, but it's still tight. Yeah, it's so tight, friends. It's literally tearing foreskin. Oh! Gorilla Grip. Also, man, remember, we got the weekly super trend. It's, friends, is literally, here's another candle, dude. It's like, man, does this not look like it's about to go just, yeah, but friends, with Bitcoin dominance going down, what is that? Remember, it's a ratio. So it could be Bitcoin down, altcoins up. People give a 0% chance of that happening. It could be Bitcoin down Bitcoin goes down 5%, altcoins literally go down 1%. That's how it could happen. But the one that everyone wants is Bitcoin goes up 5 and alts go up like 50. That's how we want. So in each of those scenarios, you know, different ways of these things happening. You want the Bitcoin dominance, obviously, to just show itself to us. It is, friend. Like it's the double fake, man. It really is a believer cycle. Okay, you and I, even if, okay, it's a bear market, whatever. We're dealing with it. Like, subscribe, Billy Button, I'll catch you soon.